Good morning. Morning, Noodles. It's a dreary day out here. Rain, mist, and rain. Once it stops raining, we'll see the rainbow. Arthritis. I need to get to work on some of this wood around here. Too hard to move around. You get the little Tweety birds start to beg food coming out. All these birds are out there full of that. That's pretty big. Have you ever noticed with Democrats, there's two types of Democrats? There's one type of Democrat that's constantly begging, And the other Democrats will start constantly telling you to send your money to the government so they can give that money to the beggars. You already notice that? All two different types of Democrats. There's one of the beggar, and there's the other one that doesn't like to do the beggar, so he's trying to tax you more for the government to give the beggars the money. I obviously don't got no money for the government to tax it, so close for me to get it in beggars. So that leaves me in the beggar category. Y'all give me your money. Just bypass the government and go ahead and send me your money. Cut out the middleman. Let's get something else to plan. You just walked out this morning. It's not, I mean, awesome. It smelled like garden roses. I know it had to smell like roses. I think you thought of me anyway. I was thinking of that, those burrito wraps or whatever they was making. That's probably what you're smelling. Yeah, you ain't supposed to turn your cast iron up that high. You're burning all the seasoning out of the cast iron. You'll make that cast iron start getting sticky. What is it that you do, Noodles? Is it maintenance for a number of different outfits, or is it just one place that you work at? It seems like sometimes you're working at different buildings. Is it all for the Vietnam for the veterans hospital, or do you do other places too? Airballs, Tim. How's Tim this morning? Sorting through junk, going through all those stores, or going through your junk. I would love so much to just drag a big old dumpster up here and start going through my shop and just throwing a bunch of stuff into the dumpster and hauling it off, so I can get down to my cabinet tools. I get down to my shapers and planers and bandsaws and table saws, radial arm saws, all that stuff that's buried in that shop. Cool. Depending on the scrap metal, I need a bunch of scrap metal to make some of the stuff that I want to make here, but we had a reliable welding shop. All of our local shops are all the people that are running. They're all retiring and shutting their shops down. Their kids aren't wanting to take over the business or nothing. So they're just shutting down. Sad to see him go. With the reliable weld, he always had a 55-gallon barrel drum of scrap metal out front. Dad was out there 24/7, and it was fun going through that little scrap bin to do small projects out of. But he shut down. He started kind of closing down last year, so the scrap bin has been dwindling. Man, what a depressing day out here. Rain is starting to slow down. Maybe it will stop, even though it's like 80, 90% chance of rain all day long today. Maybe we will have a 4 hour reprieve. Maybe I can get on the tractor today. To pay for the Christmas ham? Cool. Now, I know you hang up a ham in your basement. How long will that ham hanging down there? How long will it last? Or how long does it take you to use it on up? And what's the temperatures down there? You missed the snow? Cool. I'm wondering if I did something similar like that if I smoked up a hindquarters of a buck or something. I'm just kind of curious how long that would last doing that. It's cool. You're around with the stone walls. See, I have the setup where I just need to take the time to do it. I could build a cellar here above ground. Do the earthen bags or something like that. To stack up for the walls and then just backfill around the outside of it with a pile of dirt. I can build right up against this bank here, so I can make something compatible with that. Kind of make a root cellar out of it. You dig a root cellar, yeah. So what do they do to cure the hams there? They cure them in a lot of salt. And once you start cutting on into them, does that kind of shorten the life of the storage life? I mean, how do you extend the storage life once you start slabbing off chunks off of it? By the way, my brother-in-law came by day before yesterday. Gave him that cherry wood while he was there. He says he looked at me. He looked at my smokehouse over there by the sawmill that I keep everything stored on in it. He says, "Is your outhouse open for business? I gotta go use it." He was wanting to shit in my smokehouse. I told him, "You ain't shitting in there." Okay, you refill it with lard. Okay. And what keeps the lard in place? Once you refill, you slap the lard back on there. What keeps it from falling off? Are you putting a netting or a wrapping on it back over it? Something like that cheesecloth or something? Mesh bag? Okay. Now, is it soaked in a brine before you smoke it? No brine. Morning, Ron. So they just pack it in like salt or something to let it cure in. Maybe some other herbs and stuff with the salt. Weird, I keep on hearing yelling down below. Salt, saltpeter, and brown sugar the first day. Fine salt and pepper the next day. Let sit for 30 days. Then smoke it for 10 days. Man, I'd like to try that with a venison ham or hind quarter. I'll bet it makes for some good eats. No, no, you don't want to use pressure treated lumber. Best ham and bean soup ever. I bet. My wife has been here recently getting into making the, what is it, the 15 bean soup or whatever. But she's been making the vegetarian stuff. She really likes it. No, you should get that bandsaw mill going and mill your own boards and make your own smokehouse out of lumber that you mill, Tim. You ought to do that. Build yourself a smokehouse, put that on video, and then do some smoking in it. I'll bet you those videos would really hit. Yeah, it would be. Get ready for the fall smoking. I'll bet you it'd be very popular, Tim. It'd be something that people would really love watching. I know I would. There you go. You should build one of those too, a Michigan steam house, and then in the steam house, have an open door, no swinging door on it. You need to know those hippie blinds that they hang, the beads or whatever in doorways. String up a whole bunch of hot dogs to hang down like those hippie beads, that block doorways. Hang those on in there. Hey, dog. hang a whole bunch of hot dogs, just like it was, just like it was a bead curtain. You knew that would bring him out. How's the dog this morning? You know what? If I had the money, I'd get a bunch of artificial hot dogs and have something like that made on up or and send the dog for him to hang in a closet or something. Tired? I just lost the tree somewhere. Just heard a tree come down. This ground is really saturated here now from all this rain. I'm going to have to find out where that tree is so I can cut it up. Any peas in the ham and eggs? You got to have peas in those ham and eggs there, dog. Just a second, I'll be right back. I got to get me another cup of coffee. Ah, oh, damn this hip. Oh, ouch. Oh, I swore I'd never have another wooden deck again. But I think I'm going to have to build a deck so I can eliminate these stairs and put in a ramp. I'm going to have to put in a deck again and put a ramp coming up into the house. Cleaning out the, what, you're going to take a dump? Is that how you're going to clean out the Taco Bell tacos?
What did you say?
Huh?
What did you say?
When?
You just came in. You just told me something and said my name.
I did?
Yes.
I
I
think you,
have to do something.
you were dreaming.
I don't know. You talked out loud.
You'll be cleaning from the inside. Taco Bell tacos. I haven't had Taco Bell for years. I used to like Taco Bell, especially when they had I really like Taco Bell when they had the, what was it, 59-cent tacos? Or it might have even been 39 cents. I don't remember. They had the 39-cent tacos and the 39-cent burritos and the 39-cent pinto and cheese and the 39-cent tostados. Yeah, somebody made a video. Who was it? Was talking about going to McDonald's and spent $18 for a Big Mac meal or something like that. Eat like a Mexican for less than $5. I would have said eating Taco Bell is eating like a Mexican. Taco Bell is not Mexican food. That's American food. This is a phone company, yep. We had Ma Bell, they had Taco Bell. I tell you about the new barbecue smoker I got, dog. It's like a Alabama Joe smoker or was it Georgia Joe, or I can't remember what state they're out of. But it's a pretty nice one. I have to do a video on it. If I had a cover to set it up under, I'd do a cooking video on it in this rain. Alabama hot pockets. No, thank you. No, I won't be smoking any fish in this thing. Smoking fish, if I'm going to smoke fish, I use a designated smoker for smoking fish. It just ruins the smell of the smoker. You got to have a smoker just for fish. I got some fish in the freezer that I need to smoke up, and that's been the holdup. Because right now I don't have a smoker for smoking fish right now. I need to make something to do that in because I'm not going to use my regular smoker for fish. $80 feet up the tree. I want to try smoking some cheese too, dog. A friend of mine brought me some hickory smoked cheese to try out here last week or the week before. And that was some good stuff. I mean, that was really some good smoked cheese. It was expensive though. I mean, this was just a little tiny piece, maybe 2 inches, 2 inches by 2 inches by 4 inches. You know, not a very big piece. Yeah, that they smoked on hot. That was just, I wanna smoke up some 2 pound blocks of cheese. I can see where a person eats something like hickory. I don't think that apple or oak or any of that would be as good with it. It might be all right, but that hickory, I think hickory and mesquite would be the best. And I don't have any of that available without buying some. Yeah, smoke up some white cheddar. Yeah, whether it be white cheddar or the regular cheddar. I do prefer the white cheddar. I know my wife really prefers the white cheddar. I don't care either as much about whether it's white or not. But apple is good for smoking cheese. Yeah, I can get apple wood. I know where there's some apple trees growing along the road that has some dead limbs I can just cut off and bring on over and use them in the smoker. Yeah, I imagine so. I imagine if you tried to smoke something like a Velveeta, I'll bet you that'd be really tough to smoke. I don't know. I might give it a try, smoking a block of Velveeta just for curiosity's sakes. But I'll bet you it'd be really hard. You definitely have to do it during the wintertime. Boy on the bus sells apple smoked white cheddar at his farm. Yeah, at his farm store. Cool. It's pretty good. Yeah, it'd have to be a real cold smoke, and that's not a problem. I can do a cold smoke. Just have your firebox 8, 10 feet away. Direct the smoke on into the smokehouse. Smoked mac and cheese is real good. Well, if I was to smoke up a bunch of Velveeta, I could use that for making mac and cheese, and then add some other cheese to it, some hard cheese with it. I wonder, does Velveeta smoke that? Will Velveeta absorb the smoke, or will it just cake on completely on the outside of it? I just had another 55-gallon barrel drum given to me. I could make a smoker. That's probably what I'll do with that. I'll make that into my fish smoker. Might take a few hours to absorb it. I'll have to give that a try because I'm not overly fond of we get an elderly box um, once a month, and they're always giving us one block of American cheese, the soft cheese. It's not Velveeta; it's an off-brand, and I don't care for that stuff all that much. But I'd be interested in smoking it and see what it turned out like. And Deanne gets an elderly box, and I get an elderly box. They give you a little bag of rice, a little bag of beans, and a few cans of soup, and a can of pink salmon, and a can of tuna, and different stuff like that. Actually, a pretty good deal. What I've done, try to make that cheese edible, is I melt it down and chop up a bunch of peppers and mix into it while it's a creamy sauce, and then I let it harden again, and then I slice it to put on my crackers in. I put the pickled jalapeno peppers in it. Gives it a better flavor. So I'll have to maybe even try doing that. Cook it down to a sauce, mix in the pickled jalapeno peppers, and then dump that into a mold and let it harden again, and then put that in the smoker. That should be interesting. Okay, take care, dog. Thanks for dropping on by. Good to see you again. Yeah, I'm going to be getting out of here in about another 10 minutes myself. I would love to see Tim build a smokehouse and smoke some stuff up on in there, ham and different stuff. I mean, I've found a few channels that have tried doing it, and they've all said, yeah, my grandparents used to do this, so I'm trying to copy what my grandparents do. And I don't think they had been around it enough. I think you got enough experience and enough knowledge that it'd be a lot better video, Tim. Yeah, and I imagine that takes a lot of time. Is there another way that, I mean, if you could put like a gravity fed auger, a gravity fed deal with it where it just drops chips into electric frying pan to keep the smoke going? I wonder how that would work, Tim. If a person could do a gravity flow chips, I know it wouldn't be quite even smoke constantly, but something like that might work. I know they make a gravity flow pellet stove. Doesn't have electric oven. It's all gravity flow. So of course, when it's full, it drops the pellets in faster than when it's down towards the bottom. But man, when you start smoking for 30 days after tending the fire, that's a lot of fire to be tending. There you go. Yeah, but Robert's got money. He's got the money for it. Set it and forget it. Yeah, and not only that, I don't think Roberts will smoke for 30 days, but he could probably just tend it a whole lot less, though. He does have a nice smoker. Wish he'd hurry up and get his man cave heated up so he can start doing some live streams. 10 days to smoke a ham. Oh, that's right. It was 30 days. It was 30 days in the salt and pepper dry brine or whatever you want to call it, and then 10 days on the smoker. That 55-gallon barrel drum. I think I'm going to make that into smoke my fish smoker. And I got another 55-gallon barrel drum I could turn into my cheese smoker. And I could make them both where they use the same smoke box, the same fire box for the smoke. So just switch out whichever one I was going to be smoking in. Yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here, y'all. We'll catch you later. Thanks for coming by, Tim. Have a good one. Bye.